Ha. Kolano. Abu my yet me release a bit of stress. Oh, Wakwaba. Ibrahim Ahmed. My shibby need you know. Emma Banda this year. We call my shibby Jamuswa. I buy a sister. The shebra sister in terms of sitting arrangement. Baby.
I mean, I was which
no, my chim say, Dom Kuma. Canada Dom Cassie. Dom Kuma.
The Swati.
That is a Afishapa. I feel you have own to our big games. Maybe I come on.
I think committed.
I see.
I'm just a Brenna, Miss Auntie, baby. I mean,
no, what shift your majority said. I see. Say that did yet you. I will call just you know, 3 half. I see all about the press why you concern about the John Emerson. A potential deputy minister. Osha list of names now, I don't know. Say Osha, I shall say because this week names Stevie and that's it. Say another damn quick for the canyon. Air ton so and sir. Mr. Mama for report to come say air ton so. And casa ton so. And so one way pound no one showing if now you mean I'm fearful to entry and attention, bra. One of the young men or my demonstrate is beyond Rashibi they can serve and serve their country very well. All about not done pray as I'm making. All about Kwaba so constituency say. There are some tactics be about Ahmed Ibrahim Achiro or the constituency. How related to the DC4. Now also related to the constituency. Now also our approach non-partisan in terms of NIPA, which you have it already. But or another delicate trick be or bottom who's baby. Also see what was the probability say Mubinya that one factory, one bread, no, a bread factory or no. Say hi. More bread factories order than one.
Yes, there were any factory per se. There is an outlet. Okay. You per se you modernize, you know. It's a good so ye di hun komo. Biji say okay. Ye menu penny there is a ja. Yes, a TV so na make ye call na shibi drum ho. On the other side of the house, we obiti say a Harana Idrisu. I mean, even way back at Nooks. So I don't know many other Nooks presidency. Or you will be a Sabio or no different common. Apart from professional competence as a member of parliament, any human relations. And in Sambio or as a bio, which was a Busianina Bacachro or no better wagen and chain. A catcher, and send you her own Puwangas on Crawford and catcher, no bit here on so. Na me ha many cancer from the short time I'm in parliament, you know. Badwam me as a person, any me other young MPs were majority side this time, you know. Openi the futu na drink tre aboye ye pa na me bonya me mpa ye se. On money ninche.
Non
baby otana ontra baby otana check akra. Otra ho check akra. Na emwa. Yeah. Emwa young and up come. No.
My one him say ho issue. Coming once no. One him say ho issue.
I wonder how you do it because a very serious na mushim no. What's try no even serving your country. That's your focus. Enye jumaketwa.
You see, o man hini ade ni say me nyame say nkan no me nkan to me ho. Me student politics kakra. And I also have a bit of experience, but that notwithstanding, you be fie hono a futua yura dia man or no mean your chinya do or no titru and you rise ko say baby obia on yamisha no you rise ko say any haruna idrisu so any pamien saying in fact o maboa me ye pa your ko fie ofo na
emu wa bibi o
say o wa bontia o parliament ni different.
Ba ko room so different.
O do mo wura ho sisi a do ebusa mo
make sure.
O di agura woni mbegu ase. One statement be out you hit below the belt no. You are finished. I want you cross original cross speaker on for obium. Until you need to conduct yourself well. Yeah, call for even at the then minority caucus. You say no money be one who come into me. What is this? Adom MP atwa ba me that kind of thing. but to penny a guide and a crack there, it build my tolerance level. And my mum was a no maybe one will any cheer. And no maybe how be can crack, how be fast or be canon. A bebois, I'm a win yancha. Inti a bois me ye, ama and Yamina me born in Paye.
Oh, but true is that the truth is that forgive me, yes, some of you guys. You guys are a true reflection of a mebuna or mobility within your mapama or mummy, and wherever they find themselves, office bia and I say authority bia they show bia. They've demonstrated, especially era Ahmed Ibrahim, when they were in power. You see coordinating front in parliament, so other responsibilities are now by the can. Yeah, Jina Poti Kasa, if you say nay, say minim semenka say Professor Mills late, they said there man say, what book coin be Kasa be at all, amen name mebunu titu from 28 and to probably 40, in between that bracket, you know. Now ye check for Ghana modern day politics now a weche cry because you have to follow the line. No matter young guy what go through any life experience. But Professor Mills, in his wisdom, late, some have failed. And no, you can't run away from it. But a reasonable number of mebuna active in a manual no. One kasawa who say idea in the NDC and yaking era Harine you can't run away from that. Or you're unique or you're fantastic. We're equally good ones and so a woman just say mebunu say oye crado say obebro once no sua no do you definitely get there. And one of those, you know, and it is a privilege. And a person mebuna be the Ghana on come. And baby, I'm a person be say if you can be additional onsem. It was a bad for many additional and kaha you be do no and kebe kakra ama a lot of people, inclusive is all of us here. Into yebedi additional and come, especially when Nanado did the team proper tour as in September take off no. Stakeholders no do na ade adwenkyere eba acquire to say ye busa say edien and ye begina so eni na yetimi dia ko nkan eba sa free SHS na ebre ni ana say yen continue with what the NDC was doing progressively no yen kono kakra ana say ya pa ho cross sa progressively sinsem no ye behwe be yen kono bom na fe yenya ho susu so ne nso ano preko what is going into free SHS no ye di ho komo. Especially when private schools so the honor no atum private school na say free SHS policy threatens their existence. We nyina no and ye behwe how almost omunyina so mutimidika yesa enkomiti am akwaba high brow so do adwenche ebre e wonkoma ebedinim. The Conference of Heads of Private Second Cycle Schools has expressed worry over government's free senior high school policy that is expected to start later this year. Public Relations Officer of CHOPS, Natalie Che-Bafo said, the policy, when implemented, will put them out of business. And I quote him, it is an undeniable fact that the private sector is the engine of growth for development. Therefore, any policy that seeks to collapse the activities of the private sector should be reconsidered. That is why we believe that in as much as free SHS policy is very good, as it seeks the well-being and interests of students, parents, and Ghanaians as a whole, it is also imperative that as we sit, we look at the factors that can help the private ones to be sustained. So these fears, they are where they are, it needs to come up for us to find solutions to that. But I'm sure it's one of them. Nana do a pray no wako September na.
Oh, mini abema menjin this wa pray no. Yedi kan you know edrobeji wa atrema afesu so no unim se bibi bia no na hyase no I am predodo na challenges kakra awo ho no. Oman yenya infiedu esiamebwa 60 years,
yeah, 60
almost
years.
60 years. I mean next month or so.
Next month.
Yenya 60 years. Ya hyase free baby ho ya tifie. So ya ban atwen ye kwa akiri kakra. Edu baby na we were seen as the star of Africa. Ne bon modern mumesua kuayo bibie mu ne edi mu kan. Ene Ghana nema bia koyie. Say the first time in the history of our country, yenya oil, commercial quantities are air ye too. Emri bi atwemu na free education in a way near year, even up to university level. that time mpo no man ye ni oil some part of Ghana na ekoso ye e ma ne boa ye di mu akotene ma ene a number of adenimfoɔ ne mpanimfoɔ dodo a ɔman yi produce ɔmo no nyina ɔmo fa saa entity ya Europe the first president Kwame Nkrumah Dr. Kwame Nkrumah de bae wo hwɛ factories ahodoɔ a ɔde to saa time nimpo na sabi yo ye fi abrofo yi nsam na no man hyɛ dan nyina yie saa time nimpo kra ne wani da so saa no man betimi aye the benefit of hindsight and yesuehu a yenya film no so obi ka kire me say ye tu mampamirika me nya nua kro no enya adwene esan say bibi bia wiase ba ye bia sha ase free baby Confucius say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the footstep
but not an area like education where what touching one touching here implications no any chaos no one we have no cry.
No, I disagree with you. Even in education, you have to start from somewhere. The Americans, Australia, Britain, our educational system shall say free baby. And so they progress along the lines. And on who say, okay, yeah, we have mentioned say, we move for winka they have built a sustainable system that has stood the test of time. Maybe dear, it is better for us to start a system, falter, make mistakes, and improve upon it over years than say that, okay, well, it's just like Nkrumah said, we need independence now. And then the other forerunners of our development say, independence in the shortest possible time. Eventually, Nkrumah's ideology, Nkrumah's won. And so independence at that time, we got it. And we had issues. Yes,
but you go through it.
We go through a lot of things. And now we talk as an independent and a sovereign state. Who knows? If we had reverted to the other option, probably we would not have been here by now. It means the Mijidi said, let's open up and keep talking. And I'm happy the private institution bodies are beginning to make their challenges and fears known. Nanado, he's excellent the president. He's a very listening president. Oyobia is democratic. Ojidi said, if eventually Obi to me advance a superior argument, say you defer at Diana, why not? You be defer at Diana. But as we speak now, I think we need to start.
Okay.
And then where your gene say enko yenu, yes. I'm not ready for your mind. This transport system eBay, mass transport buses eBay. The private companies and private individuals who operate other transport businesses, also raise an alarm.
Yeah.
So buses near the buy be go moduma. Buses near the bar profit margin is omunya. But eventually, kasane cost so komodie ni cost so ntia se ye adwuma mane sha se fi baby. And then the buses came, and yet the private transport companies are doing very well. Inti mamo maye, let's not crawl foul where there is no worth. Ne mo mu maye nyina yenyi partisan. Me de mission say, a man in konko yes sir. And I mean I drove my cab to area me bra penyo hai. Man in konko yes okay, say ade say e yes successful party wo better ben mu ache.
Ntino.
Say yes successful one share better in opposition ache.
Okay.
It is hard better here. Okay, let's
so
shoot this thing before you mean.
So critique no because say ade we fa na Ghana for do na ho hare omo addition ho sema. And here na amanyuku ndisi akotena opposition not Ghana interest in yadwene one as in.
Media me who is it has a potential of ensuring that we stay in power for long. If we handle it very well. Masa, you have no idea. Badwam Mpensenpensenmu the kind of challenges and krofokum was school hunsemwa. Masa, it's a serious matter. Nipa binwa kafie omuntimi ko school because of the cost of education. It is a BB bana baba betisa how everywhere. We see as a messiah. We are grabbing it. Would you go off the street of Accra? Even Accra, would you call outside the countryside? Neni nipa 10 and kasa about this free SHS. It is the heartbeat policy of this government. And anything humanly possible for us to see it fruition. No. Bema, trust me. It doesn't also mean, sir, we won't listen to civil society. There be, and trust Honorable Prempe, Napo, as you affectionately call him, sir, he will get close to more Kasasem way, to allay the affairs, to keep on jojoring, and where we can find a mid role. We all play it to the betterment of Ghana. I buy a techie route. Because he says they will benefit from it. So I'm sure he's praying for it to take roots.
And then NDC choose the path of progressively free education. No one quarter said here, Nanado, in this case, about this September, see any kick off.
You mean your mind, and I mean, for Adom TV, soon I mean, cheer, Panafoina, and a bravo for, especially some Pani Banapine. So more motion.
She say you could no minister.
Me maninti na say obi share na so ona gbazia de na wonko Adom TV. Say pressure now usara no pa. Me tie say FM for no frefre. But eda Adom for mo na mo make.
Yeah.
Nti entimi nka say yema. Na me fa asidan so ema me amenua Adom pre. In fact, parliament ho no say who rap parliament now or public presence that we challenge and the other side within. In the one way, no myself, but we share baby, I got now could do now. The person will be from either side. The baby, you don't know the ABI of one as of the other side. Acquire responsibility say it was say you could exactly. But high play because me drew parliament and opinion be framing no point. This was 1, 1, 2, 3. So they are very good, but someone way or microphone and be say. In fact, me change. Omo and saying na me no mukasa. Ba kono o kasa na wa ye anche no nya problem. Na efa me nua no don prene Patrick ya obo amane. You can see say they still maintain their public presence and them hono be also respect you more. So if you're able to go like that, Ghana na edikono. So I hope say things will work on well, and I'm waiting this week there. Nobody there. Was any day account. Now back to question beside me. FR free SHS on say Adentina NDC for FR progressively free. Amine I was say Ghana for options. Even though Ghana for no as of mine and FR progressive free education. And I say we share near FR our constitution na na yafa. Yafa it doesn't mean say you have time as to when progressive this radical free education will come. So be catch them say and we are ready for radical free education. I cannot challenge. Obi catch them say progressive no so na because there is Ghana for 1992 constitution no by ya ka say education no was say progressively free no to which year. Even though we gave us 10 years from the implementation of the constitution, and that was F3, that was basic. So yatini every the 10-year free compulsory universal basic education. That is adibakwa advice here. And right now mo sister station be if we need be effort school for omoda form da form no mo chro. These things are real. Now say we buy mo no mo here na information I wonya say station way and permit. But that should be the work of the media. Weaknesses no so mo yichro no strengthen. It goes to help you. Into me sometimes say who criticize me am bumfu because transi. And most of my successes are me enjoy our politics if me critics so. Who criticize ya na makoda na masolve who can into me in opposition I don't talk too much. I only talk when I know say we me can Ghana for nyina be say na me can no kre. But I say unnecessary criticism say anonymous to honorable and don't pray to me we ya me meka. Em say honorable baladu ne ka sai. Oh bro. You call parliament first year 2009. Ye bo pa almost ye pa ye. No go say no. Oh sorry no ka tell you say mu di ye say ye beka ha o. Okoja omo but ne omo assign aba power. It doesn't mean send ya obe oppose and now obey way but magana for hu say sa titi politics no yatra o o man no ye di nwiane e kwa akoma secondary school for because me wo position ti me say we di kwa ono beka akonwa no say ma omu nko ndiye ye di aduane no koma no nso anya ani a no say no wa say me so me mpe na say
yeah
so o man as Ghana no yatra o but ndiye ye kan say omo ye bibi na ye ya yen and ye the voice of the people now minority must have their say majority must have their way. Democracy ya edun ehwa but yen na yes eyema aban no ehunu say ehanye yehaye that is the work of opposition enya say ne emudi ba no ye ba say we then who will be in parliament to tell you say eha na enye that is our work so ye ka normal bi say na enkyere say ye tan abana na say ye mpese oman no ebekoso ye na oman na nkoso a se Ghana essay kura nka mo abai come first major policy second major policy third major policy musimu ye ni nyina this year it tells you that the economy is robust se enya e was
come to me implement
e was say we ye ni first
ansa na wadwin say
say de eyente say me implement but because mu bua ya ye nyina kokoro man no ebesi ha no first year mu implement mu fulfill mu major campaign promises ni nyina
restoration of allowance
you are doing everything even some within 3 months it tells you say ubua in opposition mu andi abro eno ntina di oman no ebesi ha say mu di abro anka mu abai e was mu come from the negative na mu stability and sana mu thinking about
but you are not guaranteed of that because I feel na be twan for you church
I will come there but nana omaba out say allowances will be restored free SHS will be implemented
within
one district one factory will be implemented all within this year 2017 and we are ready to support them the era of unnecessary criticism is not a say me free SHS no call me constituency me from 2010 and you did new school echo 2012 me start here up to now
okay text be the bantika me come about
exactly inti ana miami MP resource no nko enso inti this year form one for mantua last month and you phone 24 there maybe back December before election you have phone 34 there last week you have phone 24 if on one for no crampo because get from my mintimi ntua no so if na now do the enoba
be stress
na yi stress no efrem so a mimi resources now as
channel into other
channel it. So we'll be thinking about tertiary so a complementary
so the import is that as
on mine we must think together but you come to the substantive one constitution no HSM discriminate free school feeding now President Kufuor di buy no mo buy na di buy is it 100% implemented no enya ban bi na di buy na waka say me ko toa we so a ombeka say enya mi policy nti ma me nya na me so mi nkoye me de wa ban na di buy we agree say mo na mo di free school feeding at the primary level e buy more implemented to the basic to the JHS there be even primary no kra binu wo ho a ye mfidi omu inti say ye jai omu akofidi SHS day school for na so they are discriminated against then you leave that one ebinu wo ho obi wo ho a ni conditions of service education in perfect obi so wo ho other form enoy so discrimination abam then you come to Nkrumah Northern scholarship or the buy no Oman, to be honest with you, as Oman, yetia, a drew baby Southern school because they pay. Omo be school, Obia school mono, trained or the register feeding grant in buy.
No, welcome.
No motivate. Sometimes 3 months. 3 weeks. Sometimes 1 month. Me wa omu na netro exams no. Inti eho sintobinsu ewo. Inti na me cause stability no ni sa no mani nyina Oman we are ready to support you. Then you come to baby a free SHS or any fiercer private schools no ewo no. Amaya na me ba parliament be bia me di kan ko Malaysia. Listen, Uganda. Yoweri Museveni. Ukọ ho a watena konwa no so 20 about 28 years ago.
Yeah. Over 25 years.
Yes, 25 years.
25, yeah.
Sir, 25 years me free SHS oye bio. Enti ote akonwa no so 25. Ba nya no na manity so. Oho democracy ni nti say ye die yo. Ghana, the awareness is there. One year ni ya.
Ebe you free.
Ebe you free so. Onu wo ye ni yo one year ni yo ti so. So Ghana no NDC MPP ye change we alternate power. And no nkyere say scratch my back and scratch your back. We hold government to account. They say you hold you to account. Ye hold you mu o ma say they hold that to account. O ma yes some o so abesi say. And no nkyere say na Ghanaians always have alternatives.
Okay.
Baby omuni uko Uganda private schools for no mesre say o mu nko ho nko ye check. This free SHS would rather boast their business. Uko Uganda elite no ne skafo ne eyifo ne nyina no
Omo no private school.
Omuma no ewo private school. And because public sector no eye free ninti ehọ na akwa say ye de nkura no ekogu ho. So the performance in private sector in SHS, private SHS ewo Uganda no eye far better
Than the public.
Because of free SHS. Into when we na ye can
These
say
are considerations, especially that one.
Exactly.
It's serious because you're in free, but it was output to no be na afia kwa bibia.
Say unim na be ka say Uganda had the intimacy.
Ebesi.
Compare the basic level.
Yeah, ebesi.
Adentina basic level no. International schools no.
High.
Private. Ghana ha no. Omo fees high. Omo performance nso high. HS ato.
Yeah.
Uko public wa teachers omo kire wo public to say presec. Boarding houses presec. Feeding presec. Tuition presec. Private man entimi afford those things. In the standards public schools Ghana no. Better than private schools second high, senior high. Into kwa the opposite in senior high no and basic.
Okay.
So this tells you your considerations are omudiba yen nyina be make your input.
Okay.
But yen hwan na so muntimi nye na wenuma ba muntimi nye na omadwane who give you a good start and will support you. But minia mamu nkaze afi na mo ba beji input. They say so mo ba will consider if deferring will defer. We will not defer. Well, we will not defer. We will make all the input.
I mean sure. I mean sure minia minia pennies. Obi anka so defer. In fact, said the no is an audacious policy from time I independence BCN. Agban bi eni ho a wetimi yakudura ka say or ye free SHS nationwide as a national policy. So be anye bi da. It's unprecedented. Yeah. Now the air can say asma me kind of be an
unprecedented ya brofo.
Mean you be say. Professor me can say ye be kosworeti ye nka say bi o agiman odwanfunu ye ntihwe nti dia ka say ye be ye na na ye esanse di tumi a hyen sa. Asma me can say ye be koswora etie. Okay. Amanfo adwenkyere. The mekan say eba se adwenkyere bi ba emu eduru ye. In fact, a human institution.
But before we call on Uncle Kobe writes, I'll say Bubra education # free SHS. Quality will suffer and unemployment will balloon 6 years hence. Well, you agree to that?
I know the Obia, opinions, Obia betimenya opinions. But the American say we need to start something and then we all see as we progress, we make necessary adjustment and amendment. Yeah, can't say the National Health Insurance ban. There were a number of school of thought I'm telling you, say National Health Insurance, if as on my government that have come and gone, and ye near kosu ye, ni hunu as a priority, the National Health Insurance can a
okay, Thomas said Ibrahim sharing the same say, yeah, onim the ye about free SHS at once na moko. Good morning. Free education in the north today is not doing well. You can see that in the results. You can see that in the results coming from the schools in the north. To me, I feel we are going to pay more very soon for secondary education because we will end up sending our kids to private schools. Don't forget our politicians educate their kids outside the shores of Ghana. Let's wait and see. And today, government primary schools are not doing well as compared to private schools where we pay much to get the best for our kids.
You see, the
So
variables,
all these,
Unia said maybe Braka.
Yeah.
The variables involved, there are multiplicity of variables.
Okay.
Which inform reasons why a product from a particular school is not doing well.
Yeah.
Don't forget, teacher motivating factor is
a lot
there.
goes into it.
There are a lot of factors.
In that basket.
Yes. Let's not just look at the cost aspect of it alone.
Okay.
Any I can't say it's
But
a holistic.
at least for me, apart from teacher motivation, logistics and other, the other side where everybody reasonably is Sikano cry for sustainability. No? How are we going to go
Let me
about
tell
it?
you, let me control or mind way or mind way mopa. I'm telling you, it's a question of priority.
Okay.
It's a question of priority.
Okay.
Mijitu Musa, it's a hugely ambitious policy. Mijitu, I'm not going to take anything away from that. But you see, 16 years as a country, Malaysians came here and I'm going to Abe. Malaysians came here, I'm going to Abe. As audacious thought as they entertain. And now what me Daniel Abe ni muma Abe and one ye di ya ben kwan. Me di ye nsa buru ye funu so no. Omunya anwa fi sa Abe ni mu amudi guka mu efiri mane ye.
But the point is that probably they were focused.
You see,
in our case, your foundation is still weak at 60.
Let's
retirement time.
We should, whatever it is, it doesn't matter how we start. The what is important is the discipline of leadership.
I think you better sergeant me boy.
No, yes, I think you better
sergeant.
But yes,
so that is what we will fear. Say then September might be a challenge.
Look, do you know how Malaysia started?
Okay.
All the Asian tigers we make records to, these countries are doing well. They are seen as models of development. Some of them started west of than us. America, they started west. At a point in time in the history of America, women were not even allowed to vote. Today, America is seen as the beacon of democracy. I just say, hold here. Once upon a time in their history, women were not even allowed to vote. You see, media, they make kind of say, the pessimism is too much. We need to entertain confidence. Look, say GDA to say sinapia ba. You catch people saying, and we have our powers and power of thought is limitless. That is how God created us. Let's not limit ourselves. Okay. I'm saying that under the kind leadership of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we are going to get value for money for construction works for project now for once always we have been swimming at the surf. We have been swimming at the surf of the sea. Let's swim into deeper waters. Life itself is full of risks.
Life jacket. All right. Would you do so?
Even when we were losing, we said we are in a comfortable league.
Also, you knew you were losing. That's a confession.
We believe things will change.
Yes. I see.
Yes.
I see.
We need to stop.
Okay, so a lot of us been saying about about Evelyn, Mrs. Moshebi. Edamasi. OPK will go to say Nana Addo free SHS is coming, so NDC will stay in opposition. And another one gets through here and says that please, ask Honorable MP for Banda for me when the new school feeding program is starting. At your end, is it?
That is part of my worry. Uko Bana Sebi, Bana Boasi. Bana Kabruno, and a Bana Sassini Kankan, and a Hinkro. And only cry any school feeding on consensus. In the last term now, a baby free. A minor air approve, and my ECC a pata. Almost first January, first term na yen started. And a fufia metwata. Until you lose ya changing into Nana Dubai was suspended. In the minister, Obe in and Sana.
Nana Addo suspense is normal.
Almost suspended.
It's normal to go through.
I'm telling you. Into Sana money in Obe out. Meaning said this time when we knew this in the bar, they will start.
Okay, good morning, Omahini. In fact, I agree with Honorable Ahmed. The feeding grant should reach all basic schools. But Honorable Ahmed should have given these ideas to the NDC before leaving power. But you should remember that now they will work it out. When the lapses are corrected, it will be well. This one is from Aburasu Achuma Kwangoma and Audiweyaba. We're getting into the bit of our expectation tomorrow as His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, First State of the Nation address, live coverage on Adom TV, multi-TV. So many members for Everton say this uncommon, but it's becoming more of a nuisance because as of mine at 60, the approach, meaning task force for pay, the letter that was written by the Chief of Staff. I don't know whether task force, no, their responsibility was just, I don't know. Why would you go to pick a car with almost all the time, about 15 soldiers, 5 policemen, and say armed robbery? Is it cocaine dealers being more cracky or more down? What style is this? It's too gangy. I mean, meaning how we should approach this again. That car, you know. And of course, you have more cocosands. Me, I feel ashamed talking about Obi a car. What him says, a bank car, Ghana car. Now, whether by your action or inaction, unimpass a bank car no. You want us to go the Rambo style to come over here to come and pick that. What for what? And yeah, and aside, by buying 2 million or 1 so be quack for big car social media, yeah, 4B tundra, ye pianist, ye oh my goodness, Ghana 60. That is why people argue that do we still think that at 60 we have to celebrate? Because Nyoma A16 doesn't demonstrate. So we've matured to that level of say, what do you say? This is your party in power.
To be very honest with you, Mino, I'm on record to have said it's shameful, say Noma Bibisa Koso, because first of all, said your kind from where we've traveled from, na baby I do, you know, and then it is becoming like a priority to us. He has his own potential of killing businesses. He has his own potential of painting a certain sordid picture and more for businesses to thrive. But you see, on the other side of the coin, I'm very hesitant to be making recourse to this. Say you have served in government. Under what motivation?
Now,
Look, I have pictures, unless they prove me wrong. Now, and this one I have evidence in the body, many leader, honorable majority leader, Area Chair Mensa Bones. Near to because any dinkomo. And will be sending WhatsApp of car documentation, which trying to picture and was sending former Minister of State at the Ministry of Tourism. State vehicle, or and they're very hastily processes or tries to be changing ownership from the state to any private company. Nipano energy leadership said they should take action. And the information was coming from, maybe for some reason, mean to be found from a very reliable source. One say, a year, son, a year time, you go my anymore. Say, there are state vehicles, a war garage shops, almost some colors, almost some number plates. You know, what do we want? Well, it's unfortunate say about Bedusa stage where media, yet is sending a best say me animal. Obi you are buying a Japadia war, just go and tender it in. Willingly. Some we are saying they call him for. Can you Japadia year form the baby? One day we are going to leave all these things behind, especially in the face of the fact that there are a number of state institutions that won't need a free Amodi year Juma. No, Odipa Bako, what family, no miensa. Our faces on the other side of the coin, so no. Task force, they need to refine their approach. Well, it has to be in a very dignified, and it should be democratic. So you want to be, you can't just arrest somebody on the road. Now, like I say, if for a very strong reason, what you say, you have significant reasons to believe, say, you can invite the person. What's my invitation? The person will drive to baby some but Rambo style, may Jeff you say me penny and it's creating a very bad image for our country. Mr. Chief of Staff in Penny for on many occasions you are justified, but Mr. Mwara, they should do it with a certain human face. Not getting your fair. Now kuye and daddy. It's becoming too much.
me hwe mo pipa mo de amaye ya ne mo aboni din Honorable Adom.
Yeah, that's correct. It's not more baby am.
When you na your ada on use state card. And one hold do position bia e wa aban mu. I'm say you oba parliament last and the second term. Last term no just vice chairman for the committee on finance. Say okay. And the new onyo bia obenya access to public car. But near I know sometimes BBC now defer NDC and MPP in Finnipen say you are going free. But ya koye say omo ye those kind of things no might not even be MPP members. But they are capitalizing in the name of MPP. Enunti ene was a government no task force now. What no? Or making the names and addresses and identities of the task force public to parliament.
Well, people will take advantage.
But near can
why not be
sorry na me kofa me fa MPP atade na me dikata in the name of MPP. For all you know, if you remove the veil, I might not be a member of the MPP. Into crooks ewom. And as a matter of fact, where you transitional a year, it was a year being a con. Many are transi. Ya ye handing over. Kasia ewa bansem any media man.
And so me wa how it move the akanamra. Baby e
exactly. Now what challenging me. So based on that no, ye be bibia man ife back say because the party as MPP challenge the government establishment. Per the argument between Abronye Obrebuahin and against the Minister for National Security. Even who is the Minister for National Security? Into the party is even disrespecting the government, which shouldn't be. Yet here me when this you MPP as a party into me more me ban, but the government established Bebo MPP who ban abo NDC who ban. So when the government establishment is challenger, and exactly, and that is where we should not go there. And then we see we MPP what ban our power. MPP government now you are establishing, you are fighting it. Omahini, I challenge Nano Brebuahin. Says sa ina omoye no yen NDC for yen the current leadership in parliament. So when NDC ni we can't do you should bring out the addresses. Ye be frey yen penny for say hey yes say aban ajapade omo hand over to them in peace. Tisani Emmanuel as a minister of state of tourism. I hope that me we'll do our investigation because yes we enter as a party. Emma obi emegu party no fin. Party na dey about power. Yasa ko opposition. It doesn't mean say Rebecca ho. But you still we for answer now he unsa. We came with Father for All. Sa normal we in 2009. Sa na basically na Professor Mills 89 AC form. Oka Father for All nya this ni bia na na do. But that is the government you gave birth to. Now we say respect it. As I'm talking now, me parliamentary leadership na mi wom. Ye nipa 10 na ye parliamentary leadership ni nyina. Obiasa lunka ye dia mano. Both MPP, including Honorable Oseche Mensa Bosu, Dominic Netrewu, Bafo Wiani Nesifone, including my good self. Enti se yesanko na kaso aban awia kasa. We will not be doing a good job to ourselves as a profession. That is it. But I strongly believe that those task force now about the cast will be more.
Okay. Yeah, because the question is that because you cannot go.
Yes, about power now you ban one that can unya biu. Post no unya biu. Into the cast are no longer with NDC if as they claim the cast are with the task force and MPP people.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Amayene. That is a challenge I would throw.
Yes, because
you've not provided us with the names of the task force. You name task force for no.
Yeah. Anybody comes in. Anybody walks to your house and says, "I'm a task force."
No, I'm not justifying.
That is the
I'm not justifying. But on record, MPP as a party, we have not given an endorsement to Ubia.
But clearly, it's demonstrating that you've given
you see
what is happening. You see, maybe what happened during the NDC? You move your mind forward. We will not in any way attempt to justify it under another document, especially when he has all the accolades in terms of the rule of law, and the respect for human rights.
So
all these things. But clearly, not if somebody is able to say who the heck is the national security minister, then I'm at me, so I'll cringe.
Yes, of course.
Or no, Michelle Nasia, me bamboo baby.
I know that I condemn it. So if indeed me mean this, so Kansadia is condemned because a national security coordinator, untimini and Kasasa. The media message say, young Koswara, not yet. We should show leadership. There's a lot of responsibility on our side, on our part. Chief of staff in penny for no. Omumbo modia, mame, free mame, chairman or pay. And I know you are capable. We can do this. This is not beyond us. Now, nipa boni omudia mwa free who are excessively abusing the powers. No, we should pull the brakes on them because a go are buying hufi. And MPP as a party, Minjindi say John Boydu, General Secretary and the National Executive will give an endorsement to.
Okay, Nana speaks tomorrow. Expectation, especially minority.
Yeah. Nana dear, why am Rashabi Janida? State of the Nation address like President John Mama. What TBR, DBTBR.
And that's why,
why, yeah, for at least for 12 years. Into China and ordinary. But for my hene, say, economic intelligence reporter, Eba, this year, all the bitter pills now you find in your So I know, say, as honorable as he is, or China Oba, Sa Brenna, ye brain in the positive growth for Ninesi for na urban, he will make those things clear. The major policy policies ni the confusion in governance. Na experts are worried about it because we have vetina. Na here in minority no where throwing challenges. The Minister for Economic, Minister for Finance, Minister for Planning, Minister for Coordinator for Economy and
Coordinator for Economy
and all those things. The confusion, beba. On my hearing, Ashasi. Now, those kind of things. Some of us are waiting for Nanadu himself openly to come and tell us because as a minority, say, "Me no honorable Adom prebe cannot crash the Ghana for." You could travel and opasiya. It me a Juma sometime Manubo and Ajo 7 pure water from my no. Now you to organize. In the air, I read this policies or the bar, a beboa Ghana Biano, who help them. And we've exhibited it. Yeah, you opposition, you are a buy mono. Say a bot 3 crown and I have more money than I did. But when I bought 7 crown, yet 2 crown Manuko and Ajo 7. Pure water crown, you know,
one definition for value for money.
But we are helping them.
Of course.
My parliamentary practice, you know, sometimes, Emma attrition bar. Emma, so many things, ACC. But we hope that because I buy no year for fraud into na ma omonti me enye. So going forward, they will do that. But maybe only that should be the cost. Okay. The rate of inflation, the debt to GDP ratio, the sources of funding for the school feeding, be one display, one factory. Me, I'm a private person.
You are interested in that?
Yes, my ready say even. Also, me district best for more.
Last year
2015.
Wow.
You see, Banchinko have 160 acres of cassava. Into me koye gari factory. We are ready to help. As a private person in the private sector, everyone, we are ready to help. We will be waiting for those directions, private sector, how to position ourselves. That is what we are looking for.
What to trade bias, I trade with you. About me, so
you
because who create our leader and parliament, you know, who were very good experience than me. Who himself no more leadership. No, maybe we are more contenance. You create teacher client. Then one says, "Yeah, you need him." It is a more intimate transition. Share and made you and then the blame should come to you.
Okay.
Leadership.
Okay.
I'm a friend. I am a dessert and Yebra Ahmed Ajatum. So I'm very also impressed. And everybody didn't come also your farms. It is very good to encourage our youth. Yes. There is no alternative than that. Now, what's your Jatum say? One district, one factory. You bet me boy Yamana Broso. You see, na me di kan kasa adwen kase o man me adwen adwen kase no. Obi obeka says one district one factory into million. So any pakro no, it was on political grounds. Purely say me ni be ya adwen say enye ye if only government is prosecuting that agenda. Eba ko say be state farms and Nkrumah dey be ye enyina sustainability will be a question mark. But if it is going to be private partnership there ebe ye. Now, I see President Emfa inflation and reserves in normal figures in Betuja. You see, so the Tuja, the president is politicking. GDP and Betuja, reserves a war, you see Kabotin, a car daho, so a win here, second of whom a car daho. Now, ye the canet to her, yen cassa, yen a cow, but there's a free SHS nearby ye. Yen say cow, you see. Allowance said demand necessary for teacher training year then get decided baby. That is a government that has a priority. That is a government who believes in the welfare and the social contract on Incrofona apam mapam. Emma Refi. The last 8 years I better na school feeding, national health insurance, capitation grant, cocoa mass spraying. So normal way in socially sensitive policies near manifesto mu. But because of the exigencies of time, yes, I deal with me aboma Ghana, a pejani to my pay frano. Irakufo, opening baby or will be a misalitu. Or the side deal way by Irabanda, unya home faso, baby or would be a cocoa, ni casio, munya home faso. Into we shouldn't just limit ourselves to free SHS, one district, one factory.
1 million,
$1 million per year to a district, and a return of allowances. Okay, to seek the welfare of Ghanaians, I can assure you, sir, there is going to be a paradigm shift. 1 million now, 10 million. It's not going to happen under the watch of
value for money.
Real value for money.
Efficient distribution of resources.
Exactly.
You know, all the, you know.
The penny, you will see truth being told. President Mahama, in fact, I have to doff my cap to him. I'm not one of those politicians who just rain down people all of negativity. His State of the Nation address, his delivery has been wonderful. Even though sometimes I have issues with some of the content. You know, delivery has been wonderful. We can't take that away from President Mahama. But tomorrow you are going to see a super delivery. A super delivery.
Yeah.
And you know,
yes. Oh, you say black, and I will say red, and I will say white, and I will
say green. Ready say. I was saying, Ghana phones, you are ready to help.
Okay.
You over the weekend, eco position your home. We are ready to help Adom to do what is good and will help Ghana.
All right.
Near Obeya Mwa Ghana phones, you be manason at
we are grateful.
But my categorical statement, we say, one district, one factory, no, possible.
Yeah.
You see, government into me,
private sector.
Private sector. Yeah, that is it. So, at that time, they didn't do anything to see Maye. And you're not media makers, you're not the Mayo. Okay. But private sector, yeah, you have to see. But you see, just a point. The government, the Mayor, they are possible.
But you see, the point is that there is no private entity that can thrive without government facilitating.
Yeah, right,
so if government says, I will do it, government will facilitate.
Okay, so... Nana Akosa Edinkra Rempemhene of Dia and Kwanta Traditional Council. Wajibra also shebi name Obutu Amanone. What's that unfortunate news as also say, oh mami adwa kunedu. Odaya one sorry. 25th February and now that Nana Yako Nana Akosa Edinkra Rempemhene of Dia and Kwanta. So patients so mami Otabel. And so a dia one sorry. But Entiane say, ya mami tina mensa siabotre na de fa mensin cratchy wa ye you know to boase na say nipa binum say etiene say nya sa na tie e de ho for nyoma bia ensel fata ene say nyoma si power want to was ka nipa no be the fufu adano kwaya no be the 6 adano 9 into one amount to titiri bre same say ye be mensin cratchy no obi a interest MPB a vested interest but be careful say the beya en conference so be a emfa embra tie da mu nyama se wajibra Mashibi. Chairman Yamankwa, Kumasi Usha Chiao. Nyame Adom Echina. State of the Nation, first of its kind, under Nanado. Yeah, they bro. Super delivery. Super delivery.